The answer is simple, because Israel is the only democracy in the Middle East. That's it. In a democracy, people are allowed to practice their faith, practice their religion, without being oppressed, without having to fear doing that. In Israel, we're allowed to practice our faith. You can believe whatever you want, you have to respect the law. In Israel, one can only get married and divorced according to the religious laws. If I'm Druze, I get married, I get divorced according to the Druze laws, and not according to the civil Israeli laws. Muslims get divorced and married according to the Muslim Sharia law. So that's how a country protects its religious minorities. On the other hand, not all minorities are doing what they have to do towards the state of Israel. And that's one of the issues that we have in Israel these days. I always say that in order to see, before you ask for your rights, you have to fulfill your obligations. And the Druze in Israel are the only minority that are fulfilling fully all its obligations. We serve in the military service, and then we go on and so forth. So that's your question. As to whether we can see this in the future in the region, I think that's something we should aim for. It's very important for people to be able to practice their religions. On the other hand, we have people who initiated wars, initiated these brutal acts because they believe that if you're not in line with my beliefs, I should kill you. That's brutal, that's not right. That's your question.
Thank you. Follow-up question to this question. So yeah. I might actually need you still here. So could you describe a little bit about how the Israeli Druze community actually responded to the Swaida attacks and what that demonstrates of the broader context of the Israeli larger Druze relationship?
I came here from Israel 2 days ago to participate in this important event because I feel obliged, and it's a must. I feel an obligation towards my brothers and sisters in Swaida and across the world. So the moment we learned of the terrible atrocities last year in July, there was the non-organized and the organized movements. As to the non-organized, people started walking and driving towards the northern border of Israel and demonstrating and blocking major junctions, calling for the Israeli government to intervene, to stop what is happening, to stop the atrocities, to help our brothers and sisters in Swaida. On the other hand, we have the organized assistance led by His Excellency Sheikh Abu Hassan Mossab Tarif, who set up a situation room, and this situation room has many branches. It has a legal branch, it has a legal team, it has a humanitarian team, and one of the volunteers of the situation room is actually here with us. It's a very important assistant that I think, if it wasn't for this situation room and for the data and for the assistance that we are giving to Swaida, the situation would have been much worse. And if it wasn't, we have to say this and we have to say it clearly, guys. If it wasn't for the assistance of the IDF, the toll of the deaths in Swaida would have been tens of thousands of people. And it's because of the Druze in Israel and because of Sheikh Wafaq Tarif, His Excellency, the IDF actually intervened and did what they did within the limits, the geopolitical limits that we have in the region.
So I have one last question for you. It's just really this interesting conversation. In your opinion, what have the events of the last year actually shown about the strength of the Israeli Druze connection with the Swaida Druze?
What the world learned is what it's obvious to us. When it comes to our Druze brothers and sisters, there are no limitations. There is no geography. There are no borders. We don't care about that. The people in Swaida are my brothers and sisters. The Druze in Lebanon are my brothers and sisters. In Jordan, anywhere in the world, and that's how they view us as well. So the world understood that these geographical borders do not matter when it comes to my brothers and sisters in Swaida. And I'm obliged to do this. I'm not doing anyone a favor. I'm obliged to do this, and that's why I'm here. I came especially, as I said, from Israel to participate in this important event and to do what we have to do.